Si tu savais tout ce que je veux donner pour toi, mon amour. Si tu savais tout le bien que je pourrais te faire pour toujours. Si tu savais comme je voudrais n'aimer que toi, mon amour. Si juste tu me laissais, si juste tu me laissais. Tu sais, les filles comme moi ne restent pas longtemps, mon amour. Il faut les attraper très vite avant qu'elles partent pour toujours. Tu as de la chance que je sois présente, mais si tu rappes mon amour, je risque de m'envoler, tu le sais.
I forgot to turn on my mic. Hey, 과자 분석이님, what's up? Feel so good, names. It's a good day to you too. How are things going? Half Moonim, how are you doing? It's good to see you again, as always. Shanyu-님, Jeannie-님, James-님, Hesoju-님, Sana-님. I'm doing all right. I'm here with you guys. How you doing? How are you guys doing? You guys can hear me okay? Malangnim, hello, hi, good evening to you too. Charsamnim, how you doing? Is this your first time tuning into the stream? I don't think I see you very often in the chat. Frayunim, I always have trouble saying your name. Frayunim, is that how you say it? Frayun. Prelinim, hello, Sonanim. How you doing? What's up? Asks Frayun. Not much. Just, here to spend some time with you guys. I have a dialogue for you. Was wondering if I should maybe save it for next week, but then I thought, we have so many things to go over, so. Monica Sonim, hello. Oh, it's my pleasure, It's like no pressure, right? We're all here, we're hanging out, we're just using some English. That's what we're doing, right? No big deal. YG, you already finished your dinner? Man. What did you have? What was dinner? Hesojunim says, I'm kind of tired today until your stream on. So you had a long day, yeah? Had a pretty long day? Well, that's good. Keeping yourself busy. I like to hear, when people keep themselves busy. That's a good thing. Unicorn name. What's up? How's it going? Fra means actually Ms. Oh, okay. I see. So how do you... I don't even know how to pronounce it, though. Chongshon asks, how are you? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? Hey, I'm here, right? I'm here spending time with you guys. So hey, no complaints here. Doing fine and dandy. Thinkom name. Hey, it's been a while. Haven't seen you in the chat in quite some time. I remember you. I don't know why I remember you, but all I remember is actually reading your name a few times in the past, to be honest. I don't really have any other memory beyond that, but good Saturday. Yeah, it is a good Saturday, isn't it? I think it's been first 4 times in a row, and this is our fourth stream in a row. Well, it's kind of hard to call yesterday's stream a stream because we didn't really get into anything. We just had a quick chat, didn't we? But yeah, technically speaking, this is our 4th stream this week, and I'm really hoping that I could keep this going. Wouldn't that be cool? We're probably gonna get, we're barely gonna get any viewers tonight, probably, but that's okay. I just finished watching your latest video. Oh, cool, alright. I dozed off on my sofa. Alright, okay. How's your day today? Yeah, I had kimchi jjigae and 새우젓 for dinner. Okay, whoa, that's a lot of sodium. That is a hell of a lot of sodium for one meal. Okay, but that's alright. Yeah, hey Moonjongin, what's up? How are things going, man? How are things? Frayun? Yeah? Froy? Is it Froy or Fry? Frayun? Videos. You 예약하지 않았어? 내가 잘못 봤나? 영어를 배우고 싶다. Yeah, do it. It's okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is scheduled for 9 o'clock, so we're just gonna have a short chat. We're just gonna, hang out and just talk about random stuff until 9 o'clock. And at 9 o'clock, we're gonna get into the dialogue that I have for you guys today. 4 days, yeah, 4 days in a row, right? It's actually, that was kind of my point. That's kind of my point today. more than anything, you know. I wanted to see if I could actually maintain this. Like, I wanted to see how long I could actually keep this going, you know what I mean? Hello, Sam. Have you watched the new Captain America movie? No, I haven't. And I'm not terribly interested in it, to be honest. What was that song earlier? What song earlier? I don't know. You mean the first song that was playing when you came on? When we started the stream? Is this the second one or the third one? It's kind of hard to tell at this point. I'm still catching up with previous plastic surgery dialogue, but can't wait to jump into the... Yeah, I mean, that's, you know... Yeah, I'm planning on releasing another dialogue-style video probably on Monday. I'll probably be working on that dialogue video tomorrow night. And hopefully I can get it edited and uploaded on Monday morning. Somewhere... not exactly what time I'm not exactly sure what time it's gonna be, but I think it's gonna be an interesting one. Something that I'm very, very interested in. A topic that I'm very interested in nowadays. So, Kate Neem says, "Good evening, Sam. I wonder how to express this. 그녀와 나는 결이 다르다." You know, I would just say we're very different. We're just completely, you know, we could say we're just completely different. We're completely different animals. You can even say. That's what I would say. I wouldn't really, I don't know. I know that you want an expression that feels very similar to 결이 다르다, but as I always say, you gotta really just kind of, you know, pay attention to, you know, just how they express things, right? Considering the context. And, you know, I would just say we're very different. She and I we're just very different. Oh, there's kind of a similar there's an expression. It's not going to feel similar because especially when you're so fixated on the Korean sentence, but an expression that just popped in my head is saying that we're built different. Have you heard of this expression? Like, she and I, we're built different. And that is kind of like 결이 다르다 in a way. It's basically saying the same thing as 결이 다르다. Built different means like we have like a different structure, we have a different design, and we're just built different. Like, we're different types of stuff. And yeah, we're not differently, just we're built different. Yeah, built different. It's a very, you know, because I'm always looking for the most commonly used expressions rather than trying to match it precisely with the Korean sentence. So the expression that I would just, you know, recommend is saying that, you know, she and I are built different. But you can just say we're just very different. That would be fine. Well, since my environment has changed, I haven't studied English these days. I see it. Like, how do you mean? How do you mean? Like, how has it changed? I'm curious. How has your environment changed? Hi, it's my first time. It's your first time tuning into the stream. Welcome. It's nice to have you here. Yum-yum-nim. I like saying that for some reason. Yum-yum-nim. You know, I know this is kind of childish, but I love it when people come up with these like nicknames on their YouTube for their YouTube nicknames. Of words that I have never pronounced in my entire life. Like this. I know this is it's stupid to think about, but I don't think I've ever, up to this day, right up until I said this right now, I don't think I've ever said the word yum yum. Like, is that even a word? It's been a long time to hear. Hey, what's up? Welcome back. Hey Neem says, good evening, Sam. Good evening to you too. How have you been? Well, I mean, you know exactly what you need to do to make that happen, right? Hello, surprising. I'm watching your last class now. Oh, okay, yeah, the first one. The first one? Which one are you talking about? Live stream 4 days in a row. Jackpot. Hey, Dokini, what's up? How's it going? I'm doing okay. How are you doing? So you may you may won't watch the movie. You may not watch the movie. Yeah, I don't think I will. I probably won't. Do you think I should? I mean, if I were to go and watch that movie, I would really have to talk my wife into it because she's probably even less interested in movies like that than I am. So, hello, Barmos, nice to meet you. Hey, hey, Chamomile. What's up? I studying English for your book, the bestseller. Oh, hey, that's great. That's great news. Thank you for buying my book. It's that's always nice to hear. I was just studying with the book you wrote, but I was so surprised when you started a live stream. Oh, I mean, you know, we stream. I mean, right. I mean, if I'm being honest, I haven't really been streaming very regularly or very often lately, but I'm really trying to get back into the regular streaming routine. So hopefully you'll see you'll get to tune into plenty of streams in the future. So, and when I do stream, I usually stream around this time. So, but it's quite random throughout the week. I don't stream very regularly throughout the week. We don't like have a fixed schedule. So, yeah, like I said, I'll look it up after the stream. No worries. Okay. Look up what? We are totally different breed. Yeah, you could say breed. Yeah, breed. Built different. Yeah, I haven't watched your 2 last live streams. I think I should speed up to catch. No, it's you know, I don't want you to think of it as something that you have to catch up on. Just because, so what I'm saying is just because you missed a stream doesn't really mean you missed something that you're supposed to watch. Just, you know, just go at your own pace. That's fine. I worked in Hungary for 3 years. Oh, that's cool. I don't even know where Hungary is. And I moved to Korea this January. Wow, welcome back. Wow, I can't even imagine what that might feel like after working 3 years in a foreign country and somewhere as foreign as Hungary. Like, I can't even imagine what it's like there. I don't even know. Do they have their own language? Do they speak English? I don't even know what the people look like or what kind of food they eat. It's okay, so it must be nice to be back, yeah? Welcome back, Youngshiganim. I hope you have got your dental treatment on your front teeth to your satisfaction. Oh, yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. It turned out okay. I mean, I haven't really been. I've gotten used to them quite a bit over the past couple weeks. I think it turned out okay. Yeah, no problems. Yeah. 안녕. 안녕. 1% named Sup. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Sup. Yeah, Sup. Sup, man. Oh, I wonder how Hungary is. Yeah, like how Hungary, like what it's like in Hungary, or what it's like to be in Hungary. Kim Nim. Hey, it's been a while. Good evening. Yeah. Hey, Di Honey. It's been a while, man. Good evening, everyone. It's been a while. It's very nice to see you. Yeah, it's very nice to see you again. Welcome back. Where have you been? Missed you, man. Sam, you don't have a nickname? A nickname? My nickname. Okay, well, throughout my. I mean, I don't really have any nicknames right now. Like when I talk to my friends or something, they don't really have a nickname for me. One nickname that I had when I was a student back in university was Liar. My nickname was Liar, and I don't know exactly how I got that nickname, but I'm assuming that I lied a lot. Did I really? I don't know. I think I probably lie as much as the next guy, but I don't know. I got a tongue needle because I was tired. You got a tongue needle? I don't know what a tongue needle is. What is a tongue needle? Oh, like a canker sore? Oh, it's also called a tongue needle. Okay. I think what you're talking about is a canker sore. I didn't realize that a tongue needle was another name for that. Yeah, welcome back, yeah, honey. Welcome back. I really don't want to miss any single things from your class, though. Well, yeah, it's just, you know, it's I mean, that's it's thank you for saying so. That actually, that's an encouraging message. Song I asked you about earlier. Oh, the song that. Oh, okay. The first one, I think. Okay, let me. My best guess is the first song that was playing when I first started the stream was... Let me see if I can find it. I'll just play some of these songs and look for it. Let's see. Could it be... Maybe this one? I think it was this one that was playing when I first started the stream. Let me know if this is the one you were talking about. Hi Sam, the mic was still on by the time the stream was coming to an end last night. Were you aware of that? Anyway, yeah, actually I was aware. I thought I had turned off the mic, but what happened was I actually turned off the desktop audio, and so the music was cut off. And when I thought I was actually cutting off the mic, and so I don't know. I haven't really listened back to what happened after that. I hope I didn't say anything stupid. Did I say anything stupid? I didn't really go back to listen to what I said with. I think I don't know. I said some things with my wife, I guess maybe. During the conversation with my boss from UK yesterday, I was very happy to understand what he said. Think out loud, which I never heard until I learned from this last stream. Well, that's great. That's great. Sam, do you have any plans for tomorrow? Tomorrow is no specific plans. No. How about you? Wait, should I be having some plans tomorrow? Do you? Hungary is located in Ukraine. Oh, okay. 왼쪽 조그만 동료는 나라들 많은 곳. Oh, and I think Hungary ladies are so beautiful. Oh, okay, that's cool. All right. The ladies there are fine, yeah? That's good to know. So did you hook up with any of them? Oh, wait. Are you a guy or... No, not really. Okay. Oh, that's good to know, I guess. Hi Sam, how's your day today? It was okay. I think I caught up on some much needed sleep. I think I was really tired this week because of all the hospital visits and you know, I've been streaming. Like, this is my 4th stream this week, and yeah, it's been so I guess I've been working and going to places, running errands more than I normally do. So anyway, how about you? How's your day, Yusangnim? I've been busy lately, so it's been very hard to make some time to join the streams here. I see. Well, hey, it's good to have you back anyway. It's welcome back. As far as I know, Hungary has its own line. Yeah, I mean Hungarian, right? I've heard that word a lot. Hungarian, canker sore. Aren't those two different? Tongue needle goat. Oh, tongue needles is different from canker sores. They're two different things. Okay, glossitis. I don't even know what that is. I have no I don't really know what tongue needles are, and I don't know what glossitis is. His or her name, you can't breathe. Hi Sam, how's your day? Where's your Brody? So cute. I couldn't stop laughing while watching Brody. Yeah, that was pretty hilarious. I really didn't see that coming. His hearing, it must be like really, really sensitive. Like I barely made that sound, right? And despite this cold weather, joy of English studying continues. Well, I mean, it wasn't that cold today, was it? What do you think your life will look like in 10 years? Hopefully I'm still alive and healthy until then. That's all I'm looking for. Like, as long as I'm healthy, I mean, there's nothing that I really, there's nothing I could wish more for. What you said was "Ah, creo" in a very sweet voice. This is what you said after the. I said "Ah, creo." Oh, in a very sweet voice. Oh man, that's kind of embarrassing. Okay, I wonder what I was responding to. Long time no see. Yeah, long time no see. I like your hoodie. I like this hoodie too. A lot of people have been commenting on this hoodie. I got it from H&M, or at least I believe I got it from H&M several months back, I think. But they're not really the best of quality because like whenever I put it on and take it off, there's just so much static electricity, so much static. So I'm assuming that it's not made from the best material. And it kind of has a funky smell. I mean, I guess I should wash it more often than I actually do. But even like right after I wash it, it has this kind of a chemical smell that's kind of hard to explain. Well, it's my first time. It's my first time. I like typing is more difficult. I feel like typing is more difficult than speaking. Hey, that's good actually. I mean, you feeling more comfortable speaking than typing. Hey, good for you. And welcome to the stream. It's nice to have you with us. These days, ChatGPT is my good partner to practice what I learned from your class. That it's a very, very good tool. If you can make use of ChatGPT, it can help you in so many different ways, and not just language learning. Like it can help you in so many different ways. After listening to your Sepashi talk, okay, that's embarrassing. I decided to start pushing myself from today. Don't push yourself too hard. Don't push yourself too hard. I mean, I kind of want to take back some of the things I said at that event because I mean, working really, really hard over the years has really taken a lot out of me. And yeah, so lately I've been realizing the importance of maintaining good health. And so I kind of want to take back some of the things I said. But although I do stand by most of the things I said back then. I spent all my time today studying English. Really? Okay. All right. So what kind of things did you learn? Although, no, don't answer that. I mean, you should never, like, fixate too much on specific things. It's great. It's nice. In yesterday's icy wind, I was frozen, actually. Ew, it was, yesterday was really windy. I guess it depends on where you are. That purple outfit goes really well with Brody. Perfect. Actually, did it look purple? It's actually... Oh, yeah, actually, it is purple, I guess. Why did I always... Never really thought very carefully about the color. I always assumed it was kind of a wine red, like a dark red. But yeah, I guess it's kind of purple. Yeah, you're right. I went English study in the morning. I restarted learning English recently. Your videos and live streaming is really helpful for me. That's great. Great to hear. My pleasure. I'm really happy that I can help. Hi Sam, I saw the Memento you mentioned. I thought I already saw it, but what I saw was Butterfly Effect. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I can see how you can get the two mixed up. But yeah, Memento, that is one really great... I love movies that have a really, really good story with very limited characters and very good acting. Like, those three aspects, I'm always very, very drawn to those type of movies that have very few characters, very straightforward, and, well, okay, so maybe not straightforward, but like a very simple plot, right? And very good acting and a very good story. I'm just totally drawn to movies like that. I think you've mentioned this before, but do you pick the songs on the playlist yourself, or is it just random? I actually spent about half an hour before I started this stream going through some of the recommended music on a music subscription website, because I'm subscribed to a website that offers copyright-free music. Of course, it's not free. I have to pay a subscription, but I just go through some of the... Well, sometimes I would just go through... It really depends on how much time I have. Sometimes I feel like going through the recommended list, and sometimes I just sort the whole list to like the newest, like the most recently uploaded music from artists, and sometimes I go through those. And but the ones that you're hearing now are the ones that I picked myself. Yes, the ones that I picked myself for about half an hour before I started this stream, because I wanted to I just wanted to play something different from the ones that I usually play during my streams. So, 문지영님, what's up? How's it going? I still remember you teach. When has that ever stopped you? And it's very useful. Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. I've been studying English, but I get mad when I can't say what I want to say. What should I do? Well, if I were you, first of all, I think, I know this is not easy because there's nothing that can just instantly take that frustration away because it's going to happen. So naturally, what I would suggest that you try to do is try to just overcome that frustration. Like, it's okay. I mean, no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, you're not going to be able to say everything that you want to the level that you want to, right? Because it's another language, right? And so, but I guess one thing you could do is whenever that happens, right? Whenever you get frustrated because you couldn't express yourself properly or to the extent that you wanted to, write it down. Write down exactly what you wanted to say. Keep a record of all those things and learn those in English. Ask ChatGPT, ask me, ask the people here. How do I say this? How do you say that? And learn it. Because it's actually a good thing that you become frustrated when you're not able to say what you want to say. It's a good thing because you know what you want. You know what you need to learn. You know what you should be learning next. So it's kind of a good thing. It's like a guide. You know what I mean? So, hey, 16 names. Good to see you again. How you doing on this very pleasant Saturday evening? Yeah, get the two mixed up. Very drawn to. Yeah, that's right. Guys, how to tag in chats. Yeah. Hey, guys, how do you tag in chats? How do you tag other people in chats? I'd like to know your orange headphone information. I think it's... I've gotten this question before. So I don't really know... Okay, so it says cost retrospect. I'm just going to read off of the thing here. And let me give you the information in the chat. It's... costs... I'm just showing you... I'm just telling you what it says on the side of my headphones, right? Retrospect. This is what it says. This is what it says. This is my first time to enjoy live. I started to study English speaking recently because of working holiday, and I think I have obsession at knowing grading my exact speaking level. No. Just, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what level you are exactly. It doesn't really matter. Because let's say that you know what your level is. And by the way, that's really hard. Like, how do you determine what your level is? Do you know what your Korean level is? Like, so, yeah, I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. My advice is don't worry about that. That's doesn't really matter. Suddenly, I wonder, do you have any lovely nickname for my wife? Do I? Not really. Oh, we sometimes call each other horicheri. Like, but that's a long story. Yeah. It doesn't really mean anything. It's a name that we started using because of a typo that happened during our messaging, and it just kind of stuck. I decided to watch Memento after finishing the list. Oh, well, it like I said, it's not for everybody. It's a very confusing movie the first time you watch it. Like, if I'm being honest, the first time I watched it, I think I understood only like half of like what the story was actually. It took a few more watches for me to actually really understand what it meant and what the story was. Too cold outside, I have a cold today. Ooh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better soon. Speaking of ChatGPT, how would you say 사람만 하겠어? You know, it can't be as good as a human. It can't be as good as a person. Sam, you have Weepleshi? Apparently it's going to be released next month. Have you seen Weepleshi? No, I've never heard of that. What is that? It's a movie, right? No? what do you do to maintain your English ability in Korea? I consume all content, like close to the content that I consume online, and that's like everything, including entertainment, all the entertainment that I consume, whether it's music, movies, whenever I go online to find any information, look up any information about anything, when I engage with other people on online communities, like all of it is in English. And it's not something that I try to do, it's just something that I do because I feel more comfortable doing those things in English. And so I think, I'm pretty sure that helps a lot. Pretty sure that helps a lot. I'm in Korea now. I see, okay. Hey, it's been a while, Chananim. Welcome back. It's good to see you again. How have you been? When I'm speaking English, I'm always using wrong grammar. What should I do? I'll tell you what you should do. You should not worry about it. Not worry about it. Don't let it bother you. It's the same thing as saying like, oh, when I'm driving out there, my driving skill isn't perfect. Sometimes, I frustrate, like, I cause other people to get mad, and I do the wrong things. I make the wrong decisions. Sometimes I just run a red light. Sometimes I get on the wrong lane, and it's okay. That's how you learn. That's exactly how you learn. So I'm not kidding when I say that you shouldn't worry about it, because it really requires a shift in your way of thinking. You really need to make a big shift in the way you think and the way you approach language learning, because that's not how you've thought about it all these years about learning English. All these years you told yourself, oh, my grammar has to be perfect, and so I'm not ready to use English now. I need to study English, and when I'm ready, then I can communicate with foreigners. But that's not how you should be approaching language learning at all. That's like completely that's a huge misunderstanding. As I always say, it's one of the biggest misunderstandings that people have about language learning. So a fundamental truth that I always talk about, probably more than I need to, the fundamental truth that applies to everyone is you can only learn a language by using it. You cannot learn a language by studying it. Studying will give you some extra information, as reference, right? But the only way to really improve your actual practical skills is to use it, just like we learn anything else in life. And I understand that's really hard to accept, because that's not how you've been learning English all this time, but that's so necessary. It's very, very necessary. Could which homework practicing? Yeah, that's a hard one. It takes a while to really to learn that. So I've been writing English journals and getting corrections from ChatGPT just like you advised, and now I've already written my 60-second journal. Wow, I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, that is insanely impressive. That is insanely impressive. You know how hard it is to do something for a long period of time consistently? That is insane. So like one journal a day, right? And so you've been maintaining it for a little over 2 months now. Well, okay, I guess you might not write one like every day, but you've at least been doing it for a little over 2 months. That's very impressive. That's really hard, actually. Most people quit after the first one, or even during the first one. And I'm talking about like more than 90%. Shungshunim says 자기야. Who are you talking to? Hey Cranberry Onion, what's up? We have many folks joining here for the first time today for some reason. I guess one reason is because it's a Saturday. We don't really stream very often on Saturdays, and so I'm assuming that's why we're getting a few newcomers today. It can't be as good as right. I'm really introverted, so even speaking Korean is hard for me. Yeah, me too. I'm very introverted. I mean, I'm sure you guys don't think so, but in fact I am. Which makes speaking English even more challenging. Yep, that's right. And there's absolutely nothing that can just take that away magically, right? The only thing that you can really do is just overcome it and just become different. Good evening, bro. Hey, what's up, bro? How's it going? Welcome. It's good to see you again. As that's good, I'm not sure though. I was gonna say, could it really be as good as? Oh, actually, there is another expression. You can say, it's no human. This is actually a very, very commonly used expression. It's no something. It's no something. So let's say, for example, let's say there's someone who dances really well, right? Like his dancing skills are incredible, right? But when you compare it to Michael Jackson, of course he's not as good as Michael Jackson, right? And so in that kind of a context, you could say, oh, this guy, he's really good. Well, he's no Michael Jackson, but still, it's really impressive. You can say that. It's a very commonly used expression. It's no something. In my opinion, you are having interest in fashion or something, right? Fashion. Do I don't really care too much about fashion. I mean, like, yeah. I wear the same thing like all the time. So. 병실에서의 세 번째. Floppy님. Is it because you have a flu? Oh wait, did you break an arm? Ah shit, I forget. So I need to use English every day if I want to keep my English communication skills. Well, that's how we learn anything, and that's how we maintain any skill, right? Like, let's say you don't drive for like 10 years. And when you get back behind the wheel, I mean, you can imagine how awkward that would feel at first, right? It's going to take some time to kind of get your touch back. Hello, I've been watching your videos every day for several weeks with tons of videos. Thanks. Hey, thanks for watching. I know I don't say that enough, but thank you for watching. That's great. I hope my videos help. So wipe a sad little puppy look off your face and get your head engaged. 표현 해석님 설명 부탁드려요, Sam. So, wipe 이렇게 닦아내는 거죠. Sad little puppy look. 이 look이라는 것은 표정이에요. 그래서 슬픈 그 강아지 표정, off your face, 네 얼굴에서 그걸 닦아내라라고 하는 거예요. And get your head in the game. Get your head in the game이라는 것은 정신 차리고 게임에 몰입을 해라. 그리고 그때 그 맥락에서 말하는 게임이라는 것은 그 상황, 처한 상황. I hope that's good enough of an explanation. K-Dragon name. I love your ID, man. K-Dragon. Does that mean Korean dragon? Now that I think about it, so what's my Korean level? I know, right? Like, it's like, how do you do that? Like, let's say you go to some hagwon, because most hagwons, they'll have a level test process to determine what class to put you in, right? So they have like the beginner, intermediate, advanced, high advanced, or like high advanced. They'll have several levels. So let's say you go there and you get an intermediate. That's only based on their system. It doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't have any bearing on like what exactly your proficiency level is in terms of that language. It doesn't really mean anything. At some point, I started feeling that calling each other 누구누구's dad or 누구누구's mom felt a bit off instead of using their names. Okay. In Korean? Or I have to take care of my granddaughter during her school break, so I'm really busy. I see. Okay. You have to take care of your granddaughter. Okay. I guess their parents are kind of busy, huh? I fell over and broke... Oh! Yeah, okay. 중족골? Okay, I don't even know which part of the body that is. I'm so sorry to hear that, floppy name. That really sucks. So how long will you be will you be in the hospital? Hey Unioni, what's up? Yeah, get well soon, please. I hope there was something I could do. Something funny during practicing speaking is that I realized that I usually use expressions that I learned from you. That's great. You know, it's but I mean that's great. I mean, because that's really great actually. But remember to, you know, keep yourself exposed to as much English as possible from many different sources. That's very, very important. I will have late dinner and be back around 9. See you then, Sam. Okay. So you're going to have dinner in like 12 minutes? What are you having for dinner? French fries and ketchup? Oh, French fries and ketchup. French fries and ketchup. What I wouldn't do right now for a big bowl of hot French fries and cold ketchup. Nothing really beats hot French fries, like hot French fries made from fresh potatoes with cold ketchup. How about this strategy? I often call my American friend using IG. Yeah, sure. I have a few acquaintances who made a big traffic accident at their first trial on the road, and then they couldn't drive again because of the trauma. That's exactly what's happening to 90% of Korean people learning English. They run into a problem or they experience something embarrassing and they just stop. They say, oh, what should I do? And this is exactly what happens. So again, learning English is just like anything else that we learn in life. I mean, I shouldn't even have to tell you this. Of course you know, right? 자기야? 성희롱 아닌가요? Come on. Call that sexual harassment? I mean, I guess it depends on like what the situation is, like where you say it, who you say it to, and how you say it. But even if I quit taking a daily share, what? How could you answer literally all the questions from random people in such an open-minded manner, even the repeated questions all the time? I really respect that. Well, it's, you know, it's part of my job, I guess. It's part of my job. You know, I've had years of practice, so when I hate to do what I have to do, just do it. Talk to myself. Yeah. That's life, right? That's life. You have to do what you don't want to do. That's life. It's no robot. Yeah, like that. Yeah. 뭐 로봇만 하겠어. Yeah. 뭐 로봇만 하진 않겠지만, 뭐 something like that. Yeah. The movie Whiplash, about a drummer that conveys passion. Oh, Whiplash. Yeah. Oh, Whiplash. Yeah. I actually didn't see that movie. I know about the movie. It's about, I don't know, someone learning to play the drums or something, but I thought that movie was already out. Is there a sequel coming up? When it comes to driving, I think it's better to be a bit prepared, like lessons not to threaten the lives and assets of other people and ourselves. Right. But the real practice, like the moment you really actually gain practical skills, like real life skills, is actually when you're on the road. You can't expect to improve your actual driving skills by studying driving, right? You got to actually go out there, make mistakes. So it's exactly the same with English. 궁금한 게 영어 잘하는 것과 통역, 번역은 다른 영역인가요? Yes. I mean, think about it. Of course. Because when you want to instantly... It's kind of like... If you want to instantly be able to translate, right? I'm pretty sure that there are a set of skills. There are probably, you know, many sets of skills that you need to learn to be able to do that instantaneously. And it's kind of like preparing for a test, English test. So just because you have a good command over English, like general spoken English and, you know, the general use of English, doesn't mean that you can ace a test, an English test. Because, like I said in one of our streams, I think maybe last week, that when it comes to a test, there's usually some sort of pattern, like a format, some sort of template that they're usually looking for, right? You can't just, you know what I mean? So when it comes to translation, I'm sure there's this also reminds me of subtitles. People who make subtitles for foreign movies, like Korean subtitles. So translating that, you can't just literally translate it exactly what they say, or else you'll have the text will be like across the screen. There's going to be so much text. You have to be able to somehow contract a lot of what they say, make it as short as possible so that people won't be just reading through the entire movie, right? And I think that requires another kind of skill also. So I think it's kind of like that. I love your guides in this class whenever you give advice to members. Thank you for this YouTube channel. There's no special way to improve English. Well, yeah, there's no special way because English is not special. It's just a language. What I've realized is that when I'm desperate, English somehow comes out of my mouth and I end up studying really hard. Yeah, desperation is one of the best motivations, isn't it? I've known someone to 하면 뭔가 제 인간관계에 너무 협소해서 할 만한 사람이 없다는 느낌이 들어요. 아직 이 표현이 익숙하지 않은 탓이겠죠? I mean, it is what it is. There, I want you to think about this because as I interact with English learners, there is this tendency for people to try to avoid things that sound negative. I often get questions like, so is this used mostly in negative contexts? And it depends on how you use it. Right? So I don't think I think I said something similar in our last stream, but in my mind, no matter what expression it is or what word it is, there's really no such thing as is it like this is used in mostly in negative contexts. No, there's no such thing. It depends on how you use it. So I wouldn't worry about it if I were you. Yeah. Getting kind of hungry here. I'm starter to learn English, but studying English makes me happy. Wow. That is very that's something special. Most people don't feel that way. Most people hate learning English. What do you usually do in your free time, Mr. Redcap? In my free time, I spend time with my family. I never have enough time with my family, so whenever I do have time, I spend time with my family. My family is my pride and joy. Oh, Sam, wow, I just figured out how to pronounce acquaintances in real life. Yeah, it's not a very... It's not used that often. I hear it every now and then, but because it's a rather very formal word to use. A few days ago, I dropped a glass cup on my 중족골 and it still hurts. Ugh. Yeah. Is 중족골 like your foot? Is it a part of your foot? Oh, you're doing live stream tonight. I just got in. Good to see you on Saturday. Yeah, good to see you too. Rhythm, what's up? How's it going? Mostly I forget to make small talk and go straight to the subject. I think I tend to finish what I want to say before I forget it. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Some people actually appreciate that, like getting right to the point. Not necessarily having to fill the silence. You know what I mean? It's almost 1 year since living in Turkey, and I sometimes don't remember Korean expressions. My friend told me good signal for improving English, but I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter. I mean, sure. I mean, you can forget things, and okay. So let's say that forgetting Korean expressions is not a good thing. So what? You're not perfect. Sam, do you like SF stuff? You mean like sci-fi? I read a book called Project Hail Mary. Oh, I love sci-fi. I absolutely love sci-fi. Yeah. And something that I like even more than just sci-fi is sci-fi horror. You know, like Aliens and Event Horizon and Life. There's a movie called Life. That's cool too. And sci-fi horrors are awesome, like Predator, Aliens. I figure that the movie Whiplash might be a little dangerous to parents who are very into educating their children. Really? Dangerous? Okay. It's a big word to use. There's some YouTuber English teachers who specialize in translation realized how their speaking skills not as good as their specialty and ended up moving to this English spoken country. Well, like I said, being able to instantly translate one language to another, it requires a completely different set of skills than just having a good command over the language in general. I think that's very, very different. I'm into this song these days, that I Want to Be Next to You of Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga. This helps. Oh, I think I've heard that actually. This also helps you learn English. What kind of singers do you like, Sam? I listen to a variety of music nowadays. It just, I don't really have a particular. I don't even, focus on a particular genre. I listen to such a wide variety of music nowadays. So I don't really have a favorite artist nowadays. So whatever sounds good. And I love discovering new music. Like all of the songs that you're hearing now in this stream right now, it's my first time listening to them. Where do you live, in Korea? Yeah. How about you, Kim? Where do you live? My name is Kyungyong. K-Dragon is from each letter of my name. Oh, okay, cool. All right. K for Kyung and Yong is Dragon. Okay, I really appreciate you for explaining this. I hope you sense. Hey, no problem. It's my pleasure. All right, it's 9 o'clock. Hey, actually, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay, be right back. Oh, by the way, we have a Discord server for today's stream, so if you feel like sending over your voice message based on what we're covering in the dialogue today, you can feel free to do that. It can sound like out of topic. Do you have an experience with lashing? No, I have not had any sort of surgery on my face at all. Oh, no, except my teeth. Yeah, so none on my eyes. I've done nothing with my eyes. When I was in the Navy, we had a lot of drills with the U.S. guys back then. The interpreter was bad because he didn't know our job. Oh, yeah, right. So you need to be familiar with the context as well, right? And like the jargons and stuff. Let's see. I'm just going to read through some of the messages before we get into the main part of our stream. Hi, Sam. It's been a long time since I... Hey, Maramoni! Yes! Oh my gosh. It's been like forever since I last saw you in the chat. My gosh, how have you been? Sam is at opposite side to me. Sci-fi horror is scary. I heard lots of Americans are into Star Wars. I really loved the first trilogy of Star Wars, but anything after that, I wasn't really. I'm not a very huge fan. Why do you have 2 channels on YouTube? Because one channel is mainly this channel is mainly focused on more advanced, like higher intermediate and advanced learners. My other channel, I'm trying at least to focus on more beginner learners. So that's why I have 2 channels. And besides, 2 is better than 1, isn't it? Hey JC, you're here. Not that I know, as far as I know, he has a really good eyesight. Bruno Mars, Lady Gaga, Wanna Be Next to You 노래가 있나? 같이 부르면 노래 Die With A Smile 말고 모르겠는데. I don't really know the titles. Can't find it. Best movie, Interstellar. The best movie. You mean your favorite movie? Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into. Is this a guy or a girl saying this? It's a guy, right? Okay, whatever. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into it. All right, imagine that you met up with a friend of yours, and your friend has this 상처 on his or her nose. And it wasn't there the last time you met your friend. What do you say? I got this hoodie a couple months back, I think, H&M. Hey, what happened? What happened to your nose? Good, very good. What happened to you? Yeah, that works too. What happened to your face? Yeah, that's good too. What happened? Okay, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go in a slightly different direction. Not that it's very important or anything, but I'm just gonna say, whoa, hey. Is that a scar on your nose? Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Wake up, Neem. Is that your speech recognition doing that? Nose? It came out nose? Really? Yeah. They got to really step up the AI game on your device. Oh, hey, is that a scar on your nose?
Whoa, hey, is there a scar on your nose?
Is that a scar on your nose? That가 좀 더 잘 들렸으면 좋겠어요. Is that? 하면 거기서 확 튀어 올라야 돼. Is that a scar on your nose? Whoa, is that a scar on your nose? Okay. Easy, right? Very easy. Okay, so let's say, imagine you are B. And because it's on your nose, right? I mean, you don't, unless you're looking at a mirror, right? And it doesn't really hurt that much, right? And so let's say that you've just forgotten about it. And for a moment, when you first got this question, for a moment, you don't know what they're talking about. You forgot. And then you touch it, and then you suddenly remembered. How do you respond? How do you respond? 과자님 says, oh, this. Do I have a scar? Oh, yeah, this. Okay, all right. Okay, there are many ways. So I'm just going to... Oh, right, I have a scar. Okay, right. So I'm going to say, huh? 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 Oh, this. Oh, this. Huh? Oh, this. Okay? That's how we're going to respond, okay? That's how we're going to respond. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. Okay? Oh, this. All right, so there are many ways that we can say this, okay? There are many ways we can say this. We're going to say, okay, let me give you the situation. Let's say that the scar came from a cat. Okay, let's say The scar came from a cat. What would you say? Okay, so 과장님 says, it's my cat. Sure, that's good. My cat made this? Did this would sound better. My cat did this. It's my cat. My cat did it. Got the scar from my cat. Okay. So today I want to show you another way that native speakers often say in a situation like this. And that is, that would be the work of a cat. Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. That would be the work of a cat. Yeah. So here, work is kind of like saying 작품, right? 고양이의 작품. Okay? No. 확실하다는 뜻이 아니에요. 이게 그래서 저도 엄청 고민을 많이 했거든요. I really thought so long and hard about how can we express this in Korean. And here is my version, okay? Now, I'm not exactly sure about it. 저도 이게 정확하게 그 감성이 정확하게 맞는 건지는 제가 장담할 수는 없지만 그냥 뭐 지금 제가 항상 제가 보여드리는 거는 어디까지나 저한테서 나오는 거니까요. 그렇죠? 일단 제가 이거를 최대한 살려서 해석을 한다면 고양이의 작품이 되겠습니다. 이런 식으로 얘기를 하는 거예요. 바로 고양이의 작품이 되겠습니다. That's kind of how I feel. So it's not necessary to say it like this. 이런 식으로 얘기를 해야 되는 게 아니에요. 그냥 it was my cat. 이렇게 할 수도 있어요. 이렇게 할 수도 있는데 그거를 그냥 약간 좀 더 뭐랄까 그냥 좀 약간 그냥 뭐라고 해야 돼? 그냥 이건 제 고양이의 작품이 되겠습니다. 오케이? 약간 그런 식으로. 그게 어떤 식인 건지 I don't know. Okay? I don't know. But this is so 뭐라고 해야 되지? When I was putting together this dialogue, 제가 이 대화를 만들 때 이 부분을 얘기할 때 그냥 이렇게 나왔어요. 이렇게 나왔었는데 잠깐만 이거 어떻게 해석하지? 그래서 처음에는 이걸 바꿔야 되겠다. 해석하는 게 너무 어려워서. 근데 이걸 그냥 보여드리고 싶었어요. I wanted to show you this. Okay? Alright. 뭐 따지고 보면은 그 말만 놓고 보면은 네 맞아요. 굉장히 마치 바로 이게 되겠습니다. 이렇게 뭔가 굉장히 갑자기 포장해서 얘기를 하는 듯한 그래서 그런 점에서는 formal하다, 격식을 갖췄다이지만 그게 정말 격식을 갖추기 위해서가 아니라 그냥 좀 재미를 위해서. Okay? Right. Anyway, so 그쵸 약간 sarcastic한 거기도 하죠. 과포장해서 얘기를 하는 게 별거 아닌데도요. 그쵸? So, whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. Well, that would be the work of a cat. That would be the work of a cat. 그렇다고 웃긴 건 아닌데 약간의 재미 그냥 과포장해서 얘기를 함으로써 마치 무슨 특별한 것처럼 이거야말로 제 고양이의 작품이 되겠습니다. 약간 이런 식으로 얘기를 하는 거예요. Okay? Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. Yeah, that would be the work of a cat. That would be the work of a cat. Okay. 아프겠다. 아프겠다. 장정현님 says, ouch! 맞아요. ouch. 아, ouch. 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 고양이가 그랬다고? 아, sorry about that. 고양이가 그랬다고? 아, 잠시만요. 자, you must hurt라고 하셨는데 만약에 이런 식으로 얘기를 한다면 어떻게 얘기해야 맞죠? 어떻게 얘기해? 만약에 이런 식으로 얘기를 한다면 you must hurt가 아니라 you must have hurt도 아니라 must have been hurt도 아니라 그쵸? it 또는 that must hurt가 돼야죠. it must hurt. It must hurt. It must hurt. 물론 이거를 이제 그때 당시에 만약에 아프겠다가 아니라 아팠겠다면은 it must have hurt라고 할 수도 있고요. 근데 여기서 중요한 거는 you가 아니라 it라고 하는 거예요. 왜냐면 너가 아픈 게 아니라 그게 아픈 거니까. 그러니까 영어의 관점에서는 그래요. 한국어의 관점에서 잠깐만 사람이 아픈 거지. 근데 영어를 많이 쓰다 보면은요. 그리고 영어가 쓰이는 걸 많이 보다 보면은요. 어떤 특징이 있냐면 사람이 뭔가를 경험을 했을 때 뭐 힘든 거, 뭐 좋은 거, 즐거운 거 이런 거 얘기를 할 때 그 사람의 느낌의 관점에서 얘기를 하기보다는 그 상황 또는 그것의 관점의 기준을 두고 얘기를 하는 특징이 좀 있어요. 한국어에 비해서. 오케이? 아무튼 그래요. So, 만약에 must나 must have로 아팠겠다, 또는 아팠겠다 이렇게 얘기할 때는 그 기준이 그 관점의 기준이라고 할까요? 그게 돼야 되는 게 그 상처예요. 그 사람이 아니라. 오케이? 오케이. So, 근데 그냥 이렇게 얘기를 하기도 해요. ouch. 오, 아프겠다. ouch. 자, 보자. Your cat did that? 오케이. 근데 이렇게 생각해 볼게요. A가 알기로는 B한테 고양이가 없어요. B는 고양이를 키우는 사람이 아니에요. 그러면 어떻게 돼야 되죠? 그쵸? Your cat이 아니라 a cat이 돼야 되죠? A cat did that? Ouch! A cat did that? Ouch! A cat did that? 그러면서 갑자기 생각났어요. 아, 맞다. 얘 지금 고양이 하나를 임시보호 중이었지? 갑자기 생각이 났어요. 그 임시보호하다를 뭐 몇 가지도 표현이 있더라고요. 그 중에 foster를 가장 많이 쓰는 것 같아요. foster. 어떤 동물을 그 길거리에서 이제 구조한 동물을 임시보호하는 거를 foster. 그게 맞다 하고 생각이 났어요. 그럼 뭐라고 하겠어요? 맞다. 너 고양이 하나 임시보호하고 있다고 그랬지? 뭐 임시보호하고 있지? 뭐 어떻게 얘기하면 되죠? 뭐 이거 쉽죠? 뭐 어려운 거 아니죠? 그냥 바로 보여드리죠. Oh, that's right. 생각이 났어요. 맞다. Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? 이렇게 할게요. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? 이런 식이죠, 지금. Okay. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? Okay. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? 한번 들어볼까요?
On this, that'll be the work of a cat.
Very good, Paulo님. Welcome to Discord.
Whoa. Hey, is there scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat.
잠깐만. halfmoon님께 거의 안 들리네. 이거를 이렇게 하면 들리나?
Whoa. Hey, is there scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat.
That would be the work of a cat. 이거 같은 경우는요. that에서의 t, would에서의 d 다 묵음 처리돼요. 그래서 that would be. 여기만 여러 번 해보세요. 그리고 디스코드에다 한번 올려줘 보세요. That would be. 제가 하는 걸 잘 들어보세요. That 천천히 해볼게요. That would be. 그쵸? that에 t도 없고 would에 d도 없어요. That would be. 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 That would be the work of a cat. 이렇게 해야만이 이게 부드럽게 넘어가요. Okay? That would be. 그리고 이거를 발음은 안 하되 소리를 약간 끊는 건 맞아요. 근데 그걸 목에서 끊어야 돼요. 입에서 끊는 게 아니라. That would be. That would be. That would be the work of a cat. That would be the work of a cat.
Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat.
네, 지금 그 제임스 유님이 하신 걸 들어보면 that 이게 that의 t가 루로 바꾸는 건 괜찮은데 그게 w로 이어지면은 좀 발음이 여러분이 원하는 그런 자연스러운 발음이 아니에요. 굉장히 한국 사람이 하는 것 같은 발음이 그런 데서 이제 티가 나는 거예요. that would be 이렇게 되는 거. That would be. Okay.
Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That'll be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you?
Okay, that's good.
That would be.
Much better.
That would be the work of a cat.
Okay, that would be. 이렇게 그냥 부드럽게 넘어가는 게 차라리 나아요. 발음을 하는 것보다. 가장 이상적인 거는 목에서 살짝씩 끊는 거. That would be. 소리를 끊는 거죠. 그러니까 말 그대로. That would be. 소리를 내다 마는 거. 해소주님 왠지 소리가 작을 것 같아.
Oh, wait. Hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That'll be the work of a cat. It must have hurt. A cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you?
Right. Okay. So 그 해소주님도 that우 그러니까 that의 t가 리을로 바꾸면서 우 발음을 넘어가서 그 부분을 차라리 르 하지 마 그냥 that would be.
That would be the work of a cat.
Okay, that's almost perfect. Very good.
That would be.
That would be.
That would be the work of a cat.
That's almost perfect. Very good, Wakeup님. Very good. Okay. 그런 식으로 하면 훨씬 더 자연스럽게 들리니까요. 한번 해보자. 연습을 많이 해야 될 거예요. It's going to require a lot of practice. Okay? 바로 되는 거 아니에요, 절대로. Wow, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. Yeah, that would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? Okay. 이거 얘기할 때는 찡그리면서 왜냐면 아픈 걸 대신 막 공감하면서 느끼는 거니까 여기선 깜짝 놀래요 하면서 여기선 끄덕이면서 오케이? 아니 실제로 근데 이렇게 해야 더 잘 나와요. 찡그리면서 깜짝 놀래면서 끄덕이면서 오케이? You got that? Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? Okay. All right. Do that. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. All right. 그리고 거기에 이어서 잘 돼가? 잘 돼가? 주름 좋은 거예요. Wrinkles are good. Wrinkles mean that you've lived. I hate people without wrinkles. 그쵸? How's it going? How's it going? 근데 그것도 맞아요. How's it going도 맞는데 지금 방금 얘기한 이거, 방금 내가 앞서서 언급한 이거를 지금 이게 그걸 말을 함으로써 이렇게 공중에 띄워놓고 잘 돼가냐, 방금 내가 얘기했던 그거 바로 그게 잘 돼가냐, 지금 이런 식이기 때문에 사실 여기서는요, how's it going 보다는 how's that going 이라고 하는 게 더 자연스러워요. 이거는 사실 근데 뭐 크게 중요한 건 아니에요. 왜냐면 그냥 how's it going 이라고만 해도 얼마든지 의미 전달은 되기 때문에. 근데 만약에 원어민이 지금 이런 얘기를 한다면 여기서 뭐 제가 생각했을 때는 뭐 거의 100% it가 아니라 that라고 할 거예요. 방금 앞서 얘기한 거를 그대로 가져다가 그걸 얘기를 하는 거기 때문에 how's that going? How's it going은 보통 인사말로 많이 쓰죠. How's it going? 야, 뭐 잘 지내? Hey, how's it going? How's it going? 근데 지금 어떤 특정한 것이기 때문에 그 특정한 거를 이렇게 지시를 함으로써 지시대명사로서 So how's that going? 뭐 so 이런 거 붙이면 좋고요. So how's that going? Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? So how's that going? So how's that going?
That will be the work of a cat.
Very good.
Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you?
Sounds good.
Ouch! A cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? How's that going?
Okay, very good. No, not hate, Artie. Of course not hate. I'm just exaggerating here. I'm just being dramatic. But I so much prefer people with wrinkles. You know what I mean? Like it's so much more beautiful and attractive, if I'm being honest, because it means they have a story to tell. People without wrinkles don't usually have a story to tell. Again, I'm being a little dramatic, but that's how I feel generally. Okay. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? So how's that going? How's that going? Let's see. How's that going? 막상 해보니 생각보다 어렵더라. 어렵네. 막상 해보니까 생각보다 어렵네. 막상 해보니까 생각보다 어렵네. Right? 막상 해보니까 생각보다 어렵네. 자, 이런 문장을 보고 들었을 때 제이씨님이 하시는 것처럼 It's turning out to be 라는 표현이 바로 떠오르면서 이렇게 나오면 이게 가장 이상적인, 뭐 이상적이라기보다는 아주 좋은 현상이에요. It's a very good thing if this connects to it's turning out to be. Okay? It's turning out to be. 이번 기회에 꼭 사실 이거 처음 얘기하는 거 아니에요. We've covered this probably more than a dozen, maybe not a dozen times, but more than a few times in previous videos, lessons, and stuff like that. 이번 기회에 다시 한번 막상 해보니까 어떻다 라는 이 말이 영어에서는 it's turning out to be. 꼭 be가 아니에요. It's turning out to 동사가 나오기도 해요. Okay? So on Discord, I give you yeah. I should probably do that more often, right? Okay. So anyway, it's turning out to be. Well, 하나 더 할게요. Well, it's turning out to be. Oops, 잠깐만요. 없애고요. Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. 훨씬이라고 했나요? 그냥 하죠. I thought. Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. 하고 여기에서 물론 그냥 끝내도 아무 상관없어요. 여기서 그냥 말을 끝내도 아주 자연스럽고 좋지만 한 가지 더 원어민들이 이런 얘기를 하면서 할 법한, 쓸 법한 어떤 표현을 한 가지 보여드리고 싶었어요. I'll say that much. 이 말이 어떤 느낌인지 느껴지시는 분들 한번 얘기를 해보세요. 어떤 느낌이죠? I'll say that much. Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. 이런 느낌이에요. 일단 느낌은 이래요. Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. 그 정도로 해두지. 이 느낌이랑 비슷해요. 그 정도로 해두지. 그쵸? 할 수 있는, 할 말은 많지만, 할 말은 많지만 일단 이 정도만 얘기해두자. 약간 이런 느낌이에요. 오케이? 무슨 얘기인지 아시겠어요? So, 사실 이거에 대해서 이제 할 말이 많은 거예요. 할 수 있는 말도 많고 그 정도도 이렇게만 말하기에는 실제로 그 정도가 더 심하긴 한데 일단 이 정도로 말해두자 이런 느낌이에요. 오케이? 할 말이 많지만 이 정도로 얘기를 해두지 이런 느낌이에요. Right? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. 어떻게 이렇게 얘기를 듣고 보니까 거의 있는 그대로 얘기하는 거죠. That much. 그 정도로 말할게. 그 정도만 말할게. Okay. Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Okay. All right. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch! A cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? So how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. All right.
That would be the work of a cat.
Ouch, a cat did that?
새로
that's
올라온 건
right.
없나?
You're fostering a cat, aren't you?
Okay. All right. Okay. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? So how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. 그러네요. 이걸 얘기하면서는 머리를 극적이세요. 오케이? 진짜로요. 머리 안 긁으면 진행 안 할 거예요. Scratch your head. 안 하면 we're not going to continue. You got to scratch your head. 이거 할 때는 you got to scratch. Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Okay. Okay, alright, 진행할게요. Very good. Very good. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right, you're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought, I'll say that much. 목이요? Well, okay, like, 어딘가는 긁어야 돼요, okay? You gotta scratch somewhere. 어딘가는 긁으세요. You gotta scratch somewhere. 막 이런데, it's turning out to be harder than I thought, I'll say that much. Okay. Getting dirty. 뭐 어디든요. 뭐 만지거나 긁거나, yeah. 등 긁는. Yes. Yes, you may. Yes, you may. 잘 못 지내? 그 왜 그 둘이서 잘 못 어울리냐? 잘 못 어울려? 이건가? 잘 못 지내? 뭐라고 하는 게 좋을까요? Very good. 저도 딱 이렇게 생각했어요. 물음표 하나만 넣어서요. Not getting along? Not getting along? Not getting along? Jade님, thank you very much for the membership support. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Appreciate that very much. Not getting along? Not getting along? 그쵸? 그러니까 앞에 이게 생략돼 있는 거죠. You guys are not getting along? You two are not getting along? 근데 그냥 생략해서 not getting along? 또 이렇게도 하는 것도 한번 해볼까요? 잘 지내는 게 좀 어렵냐? 잘 지내는데 좀 뭔가 어려움을 겪고 있느냐? 이런 걸 어떻게 얘기하면 좋을까요? 좀 힌트를 드리자면 좀 트러블이 있냐? 그쵸? 핸드크림님 오랜만이네요. Are you having trouble getting along? 심지어 여기서도 are you 생략하고요. Having trouble getting along? 뭐 이것도 괜찮아요. Having trouble getting along? Having trouble getting along?
Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I would say that much.
I'll say that much. I'll say that much. 약간 이런 느낌으로 얘기하면 좋아요. I'll say that much. 뭔가 약간 뭔가
Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much.
I'll say that much. Hey Russell, what's up, man?
Mike, is there a scar on your nose? Huh? Or this? That would be the work of a cat. Ouch! A cat did that? That's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't ya? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much.
All right, welcome, Russell. Welcome. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right, you're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought, I'll say that much. Not getting along? Having trouble getting along? Okay. I know, he's got a hell of a voice. That dude has got a hell of a voice. Alright, moving on. 자, 여기에 대해서 이렇게 질문을 했잖아요. 잘 못 지내느냐, 지내는데 어렵냐 했을 때 바로 이 부분에 대해서 뭔가 흥미롭거나 이상한 점이 있는 거예요. 바로 이 부분에 대해서. 그래서 그거에 대해서 이제 얘기를 하려고 하는데 그거를 신호를 어떻게 보내죠? 그게 말이야. 바로 그 부분이 말이야. 약간 이런 식의 느낌으로 어떻게 원어민들이 얘기하는 거를 자주 들을 수 있죠? 뭐 사실 여러 가지가 있어요. 여러 가지가 있는데 that's the point 말고 그쵸? That's the thing. Well, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. 이 표현이 아마 진짜 많이 들릴 거예요. 외국인들이 대화하는 거 많이 보다 보면은요. That's the thing. 이라고 하면은 이제 이런 맥락에서 상대방이 지금 뭐라고 했어요. 바로 그 점이 뭔가 이상하다. 뭔가 흥미로운 점이 있다. 뭔가 거기에 대해서 또 이제 할 얘기가 있는 거예요. See, that's the thing. Well, that's the thing. Okay? 그래서 무슨 얘기를 할 거냐면 이제 잘 못 지내냐라고 하는데 well, that's the thing. 내가 집에 있을 땐 또 괜찮아. 내가 집에 있을 땐 또 괜찮아. 내가 집에 있을 땐 또 괜찮아. 뭐 그거랑 완전히 똑같다라고 하기는 좀 그렇고 뭐 비슷해요. 그런 비슷한 얘기인 거예요. 네. 자, 여기서 Things are okay when I'm home 이라고 할게요. Things are okay when I'm home. Things are okay when I'm home. Things are okay. Things are okay when I'm home. 그래서 지금 이 that's 아마 보자마자 그래 저거 많이 들어봤어. 저렇게 많이 사용하지. 이렇게 느끼시는 분들이 있는데 혹시라도 그렇지 못하시는 분들이 있을까봐 요거 지금 제가 한 얘기가 이해가 되세요? That's the thing이라고 하는 게 지금 잘 못 지내느냐. 근데 또 그런 것도 아니에요. 뭐 이런 문제들이 있는데 막 힘들다고 했는데 근데 또 이게 다 잘 못 그 얘기를 하기 직전 see that's the thing 이렇게 얘기하는 게 Do you understand what this feels like? Yeah? 자연스럽게 Okay, very good, very good. Okay, good. Very good, very, very good. Okay. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought, I'll say that much. Not getting along, huh? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Things are okay when I'm home. 물론 이 부분 좀 어렵다. 물론 그냥 보여드릴게요. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. 한 다음에 이건 지금 사실 내가 하려는 얘기의 핵심이 아니라 이건 여기까지 얘기를 했었는데 갑자기 또 그거에 상반되는 게 생각이 나서 그냥 후루루루 중간에 갑자기 끼워 넣는 거예요. 그냥. Okay? So, well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. 한 다음에 이제 다시 원래 하던 얘기로 돌아갈 거예요. 내가 집에 없을 때가 문제야. 문제는 내가 집에 없을 때야. yes, nocturnal라는 건 야행성이요. Yes, yes. 그쵸? 이런 식으로 얘기하면 되겠죠. The problem is when I'm away, when I'm not home. The problem is when I'm not home. 근데 이것보다 한 단계 더 이 느낌을 더 강화하는 방법이 있어요. 그러니까 지금 여러분이 하신 게 The problem is when I'm not home. 이게 when I'm not home, it's a problem보다 이게 맞아요. 지금 그쵸? 왜냐면 문제는 내가 집에 없을 때 하잖아요. 그쵸? 네, 이거를 그쵸? 이렇게요. It's when I'm not home, that's the problem. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. 이라고 하는 게 지금 여기서 내가 이건 문제가 아니라 이게 문제다라는 부분을 이렇게 짚어서 얘기를 하는 거 있죠. 네, 순서를 바꿔서 더 강조하는 효과가 이게 한 차례 그렇게 하는 거예요. The problem is when I'm not home. 이걸로도 사실 충분해요. 충분한데 이것보다 더 강화하는 게 It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Okay? So It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be, it's when I'm not home that's the problem. 잠깐만. 한 가지 빼먹었다. 어쩐지 좀 흐름이 이상하다 했어. 뭐가 빠졌냐면요. But besides that, but도 필요 없어요. Besides that, things are more or less fine. 이게 들어가야 자연스럽겠네요. 다시 볼게요. Well, see, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. 지금 영어를 배우시는 분들 중에서 비교적 좀 advanced하게 배우시는 분들에게는 이거를 엄청나게 반복하실 거를 적극 권하고 싶어요. This is for very advanced learners, I'd say. 특히나 이 부분 때문에. 왜냐면 지금 이 전체적인 내용을 자연스럽게 그 리듬감이나 이런 거를 that가 빠졌다고요? No idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be besides 그러네. Besides that. Okay. Besides that. 사실 여기서 연습을 할 게 진짜 많아요. 특히나 이 리듬을 살리기 위해서는 여기서부터 여기까지 쉬지 않고 최대한 빨리 얘기를 해야 돼요. 오케이. 쉬지 않고 진짜 빨리 얘기해야 돼요. 왜냐면 이 전체 얘기의 핵심은 얘예요. That's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. 이건데 여기서부터 여기까지는 참고적으로 넣는 거예요, 그냥. 오케이? 이건 한국어에서도 비슷해요. 이렇게 중간에 갑자기 생각나고 끼워 넣는 얘기 있죠. 이런 거는 후루룩 얘기를 할 수밖에 없어요. Right? So, well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Okay? 그리고 이 부분 한번 볼게요. Although I had no idea, 전혀 몰랐다, how much of a pain, 얼만큼의 고통일지, 얼만큼의 고통 this whole nocturnal thing was gonna be. 이 야행성이라는 게 얼마나 이게 얼마나 이게 귀찮고 번거로울지 was gonna be 번거로울지 전혀 몰랐다. 오케이? 무슨 의미인지 아시겠죠? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. 뭐 그거 말고는 뭐 대체적으로 괜찮은 편이야. More or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. 문제는 집에 없을 때야. Okay? Well, that's the thing. That's the thing이죠. So not getting along, having trouble getting along. Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. It's when I'm not home that's the problem.
So, how's it going? Are you doing well? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Why? Having trouble getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. The problem is...
Okay.
Not getting along? Having trouble getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home, although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. It's when I'm not home. That's the problem.
Right. Okay. All right. 다시 처음부터 보자면요. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch. A cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought, I'll say that much. Having trouble getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Okay. Let's see. And then A says, if you were A, what would you say here? If you were A, what would you say? Then it has nothing to do with the scar? Yeah, I guess you could say that. I think I would say something a little bit different, I think. Right. I think this is naturally whatever anybody would ask, right? What happened when you're not home? When you were not home? What do you mean by that? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Yeah. I would probably say something like this. What happens when you're not home? What happens when you're not home? What happens when you're not home? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. What happens when you're not home? 자, 그러면서 그거를 설명을 하기보다는 여러분이 핸드폰을 꺼내서 사진을 보여주려고 해요. 그러면서 이게 내가 어제 퇴근하고 집에 갔을 때의 모습이다. 사진을 보여주면서 이게 내가 어제 퇴근하고 집에 갔을 때의 모습이다. Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work. Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work. This was yesterday when I got home after work. Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work. Hey, Maynim, what's up? How's it going? Good to have you with us. Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work. So, what happens when you're not home? Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work. 헐. This was yesterday로 해버리네. Yep, that's right. Yep. 그렇게 해버리는 경우가 아주 많아요. Yes. Yikes 좋네요. Yikes! 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 뭐 Jesus도 되고요. Oh my gosh도 좋고요. 뭐 다 Wow도 괜찮고요. Holy shit! 뭐 이런 것도 있고요. 이거는 좀 그래요. hurl는 좀 그렇고요. hurl? her? No. Yikes! Yikes! 그거 네 거실이야? 태풍이 찍고 지나가기라도 한 것 같은데? 가기라도 하라고 안 하죠? 지나간 것 같은데? Is that your living room? 찍고 이거는 그대로 표현 그대로 가져가면 돼요. 여러분이 평소에 쓸 일이 그렇게 많지 않은 동사죠. It looks like 그러면서 잠깐만 찢다의 과거형이 뭐지? It looks like a hurricane. 과거형 뭐예요? 과거형? 그쵸, tore. 전치사. It. 그거는 찢어버린 거고요. 찍고 지나간 거예요. 찍고 갔어요. 그쵸, through. Yikes! Is that your living room? Looks like a hurricane tore through it. Yikes! Is that your living room? Looks like a freaking hurricane tore through it.
What happens when you're not home? Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Not getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home, although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing's gonna be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home. That's the problem. What happens when you're not home?
오케이. 지금 이 맥락을 보면은요. not를 stress 여기에 강조를 해야 돼요. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. 이건 한국어에서도 마찬가지예요. 집에 없을 때가 문제는 집에 없을 때야. 그쵸? 없을 때. When I'm not home. Okay? 그거는 맥락 때문이에요. 뭐 이건 문법이랑 전혀 상관없어요. Okay? So, well, that's the thing. You know, things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. What happens when you're not home? Here, this was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? Looks like a hurricane tore through it. Can I say hit through it? hit로 하면 through 없어요. hit는 약간 뭐라고 할까? 강타하다 약간 이런 느낌이기 때문에 그게 강타를 하는 거는 그냥 어느 위치에 강타를 할 뿐이지 그게 그거를 강타해서 지나가다라는 식으로는 얘기를 안 하거든요. 보통 영어에서는 적어도. 그게 이제 찢고 찢으면 어떻게 되겠어요? 찢으면은 그 찢은 거 사이로 지나가게 되겠죠. 말 그대로 찢는 거니까. 그렇죠? 그래서 이 tear through가 잘 어울려요. 이게 잘 쓰이는 거예요. 찢으면은 그 사이로 지나가는 거기 때문에. hit는 그냥 hit 하는 거예요. 그 위치에. So, 그걸로 해도 돼요. It looks like a hurricane hit it. 해도 돼요. Yikes, is that your living room? Looks like a hurricane hit it. 좋아요. 근데 오늘은 it looks like a hurricane tore through it. 찍고 지나가는 거예요. 그렇죠? Okay. When I was away, 괜찮아요. Yeah. When I am away, 시제는 똑같이 하고요. When I'm away. It's when I'm away that's the problem. It's when I'm away that's the problem. Cut through, yeah, it's okay. Rip through, 그죠? Rip through도 괜찮고요. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It looks like a hurricane ripped through it. Yeah, tore through it. 그러네, rip도 있었네. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? 이렇게 하면서요. Hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right, you're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be a lot harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Not getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Oh. What happens when you're not home? Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? Looks like a freaking hurricane tore through it. Okay. 약간의 도움이 될 것 같은 게 제가 지금 아마 그렇게 하고 있는 것 같은데 That would be the work of a cat 할 때 이렇게 Okay? That would be the work of a cat. I think this is the appropriate gesture to express that would be the work of a cat. Okay? All right. Okay. 나 결백증 있는 거 알지? 너도 알지? Do you post anything on the channel or a cafe before doing a live? No, I usually don't. I probably should. But I hate to give myself stuff to do. Like, I hate to make rules. So I do schedule them when I can. Sometimes I just sometimes I just start the stream right after I decide to do the stream. But like, for example, today I think I scheduled for this stream around 7 o'clock. Or maybe a little after 7. So I do schedule these streams when I can, as early as I can. But I don't like to give myself homework. So very good, Ikanim. Very, very good. You know I have OCD, right? You know I have OCD, right?
Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. What happens when you are not home? Here, this was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? It looks like a hurricane tore through it.
Yeah, that's right.
What happens when you're not home? Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? It looks like a hurricane tore through it.
Okay, sounds good.
Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was gonna be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem.
Yeah, it's when I'm not home that's the problem. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. You know I have OCD, right? You know I have OCD, right? 어떻게 모르겠어. 아, 결벽인가요? 결백이 아니라? 아, 결벽이구나. 아, 그러니까 결벽이 아니다. 결벽이라기보다는 약간 like compulsive하게 좀 강박적으로 정리하는 거 있죠. 정리병이라고 하나? 뭐라고 하지? 정리강박? 그런 거는 이제 OCD라고 할 수가 있죠. Yeah. 결벽증은 I think maybe it's a little bit different. But 정리병? Yeah. 그런 건 보통 OCD에 속한다고 볼 수 있죠. Because it's a compulsive disorder. I mean, I don't want to call it a disorder. I think it's a superpower to you know, in my eyes, it's a superpower. But 좌우 대칭 강박증. That's funny. Hey, Pangyong, what's up? It's good to have you with us. It's nice of you to join us. Anyway, so hey, you know I have OCD, right? Okay, 그쵸? 딱 요거는 어떻게 딱 얘기하면 되냐면 How could I not? How could I not? 봉초밥 먹고 바로 달려왔어요. Oh man, did you hear that? My stomach responded with a Did you hear that? Oh my gosh. Okay. How could I not? 방금 치킨 시켰는데 초밥 시키는 거. Why is this so funny? 왜 이렇게 웃기지? Like you're not seriously regretting, right? Just because of what you said. I know, right? I'm getting kind of hungry too. Hey, yeah, let's have both. Wow, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? So how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Not getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home, you know? Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. But besides that things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Oh. So, what happens when you're not home? Here, This was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? It looks like a hurricane tore through it. You know I have OCD, right? How could I not? How could I not?
Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home, although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. How could I not? 자, 이 다음 거는요. 뭐 그런 거 약간 그런 이제 그러니 내가 집에 갔을 때 내가 집에 가서 그걸 발견했을 때 내가 얼마나 놀랬겠어. 내가 얼마나 놀랬겠어. 이거를 이 말 그대로 번역을 하듯이 하기보다는 영어로는 이거를 어떻게 표현할 수 있을까를 한 발 물러서서 한번 생각해 보세요. 내가 얼마나 놀랬겠어. Imagine. 좋아요. Imagine. Very good. Imagine. 내가 그러니 내가 얼마나 놀랬겠어. 이런 얘기할 때 imagine 이라고 한다라는 거. 이게 뭐 정답은 아니지만 이게 뭐 1대1 뭐 매칭할 수 있을 정도 그건 아니지만 imagine을 이럴 때 한다라는 것은 그걸 사용할 수 있으면 아주 좋아요. 오케이? 근데 심지어 can you imagine도 아니라 그냥 imagine my surprise. 이것도 많이 써요. 외국인들이 이것도 많이 써요. Imagine my surprise when 다다다다다. 알겠죠? 이랬을 때 내가 얼마나 Imagine my surprise when this and this happened. Okay? Imagine my surprise. 내가 가서 그걸 발견했을 때 그 모습을 생각해 보세요. 가서 훨씬 더 현장감 있게 얘기를 하는 게 Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. 아마 이렇게 놓고 말을 하다 보면은 그래. 외국인들이 뭔가 어떤 상황을 내가 가서 그 현장을 발견하는 이런 얘기할 때 walk when I stepped into, when I walked into the office, everybody 그쵸? 걸어 들어갔을 때. 오케이? 들어갔을 때. 그 상황, 그러니까 어떤 상황에 내가 그 직면하고 그 상황 속에 이제 놓여 있는, okay? So imagine my surprise when I walked into that. 심장마비 걸리는 줄 알았어. 다니까? 심장마비 걸리는 줄 알았다니까. 심장 터짐. 자, 이거를 영어스럽게 얘기를 하기 위해서 어젠가 그저께 저희가 실시간을 할 때 뭐에 의해서 어떤 일이 생기는 그 인과관계를 표현하는 거를 외국인들은 참 좋아한다고 했어요. 영어가 그런 식으로 표현이 되는 경우가 많아요. 뭐에 의해서 그렇게 된다라는 거. 그런 식으로 얘기를 할 때 이런 맥락도에서도 그리고 막상 제가 이제 보여드리잖아요. 그러면은 영어를 평소에 많이 접하시는 분들은 그래 저런 식으로 얘기하는 것도 많이 들어봤어. 그쵸? It almost gave me a heart attack. Nearly라고 할게요. It nearly gave me a heart attack. 이렇게 얘기를 하는 게 뭐 다른 것도 괜찮아요. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. I almost had a heart attack. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack. 다 좋지만 이렇게 얘기를 하는 게 조금 더 흔히 들을 수 있는 표현 방식이에요. 왜냐하면 그들은 어떤 일에 의해서 뭔가 생겼다라는 얘기를 진짜 그런 식으로 얘기를 많이 하는 걸 좋아하거든요. They like to express it that way. So it nearly gave me a heart attack. Okay? 그 아까 그 어떤 분은 또 it made my heart drop. 뭐 이런 그렇죠. 이런 식의 표현도 있죠. 근데 이거는 약간 뭔가 굉장히 그 그렇죠. 뭐 지금 상황에서도 이거 괜찮아요. It made my heart drop. 이렇게 얘기할 수도 있겠네요. Yes. So anyway 이번에는 그냥 심장마비로 갈게요. It nearly gave me a heart attack. 아 그렇죠. Yes. 철렁하는 거. Yeah. 가슴이 철렁하는 거. Yeah, very good. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. 그렇죠. 딱 그런 거를 it made my heart drop. Anyway, 그쵸. 약간 두려움. 네, 맞아요. 약간 그건 이제 두려움이라는 거고, 약간 쇼크죠. 이거는 쇼크라면 made my heart drop이라는 것은 뭔가 두려움, 충격과 두려움, 약간 이런 게 made my heart drop. That's right. So it nearly gave me a heart attack. 그 뭐냐. 그 치우느라 새벽 3시까지 못 잤어. 치우느라 새벽 3시까지 못 잤어. 이건 너무 기본적인 뭐랄까 너무 진짜 일상과 밀접한 그런 얘기이기 때문에 이런 거야말로 정말 쉽게 할 수 있으면 얼마나 좋을까요, 그렇죠? 그래서 이런 것도 무시 못해요. 오케이. 그쵸. 딱 이 내용을 보자마자 꼭 어순이 이게 아니더라도 어순이 만약에 새벽 3시까지 그 치우느라 못 잤어. 나 잠 하나 못 잤다니까. 그 새벽 3시까지 그거 치웠어. 뭐 어순이 뭐가 됐든 영어로 이렇게 바로 나올 수 있는 거. I was up until 언제 doing something. 오케이. 이거는 이제 그 여러분이 정말 듣기 싫어하는 얘기라는 건 알지만 이거는 이런 능력은 어떻게 얻는 거다? 경험으로요. 이거는 그 어떤 식으로도 이 능력을 다르게 얻는 방법은 없어요. The only way to obtain that level of fluency, that level of immediate fluency is experience. 진짜 경험밖에 없어요. 어떻게 할 수가 없어요. 이건 다르게, okay? So, I was up until 3. cleaning up the mess. 라고 할게요. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. So imagine my surprise when I walked into that. Nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. Yeah, you know I have OCD, right? How could I not? So imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. You know I have OCD, right? How could I not? Eyes rolling. How could I not? Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. YP2J님. to clean도 되냐고요? 되지만 웬만하면 그렇게 하지 마세요. 되지만 왜냐면 사실 무슨 말이든 해도 돼요. 무슨 말이든 해도는 되는데 해도는 되는데 해도는 되는데 무슨 말이든 해도는 되는데 What the hell is that? 해도 되는 데는 뭐? 해도는 되는데 뭐지? 해도는 되는데 해도 되는데 어쨌든 무슨 말이든 해도는 되는데 해도 되는데 해도 되긴 하는데 fucking idiot. 해도 되긴 하는데 무슨 말이든 해도 무슨 말이라고 했지? 응? 네? 그쵸. 무슨 말로 무슨 말이든 해도 무슨 말이든 해도 되긴 하는데 fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. 무슨 too clean. Yes, right. Okay. So, 되지만 해도 되지만 I don't recommend it. 그게 왜 그러냐면 이렇게 생각하셔야 돼요. too clean이라고 하는 것은 말하자면 in order to clean이거든요. 그러면 이렇게 생각할 수 있어요. 당연히 치우기 위해서 3시까지 깨어있는 거 아니야. 근데 생각하면은요. 치우기 위해서 3시까지 깨어있는 게 아니라 치우면서 3시까지 있던 거죠. 그러니까 그게 치우기 위해서 3시까지 일어나 있는 수단을 택한 게 아니잖아요. 무슨 얘기인지 알겠죠? 그게 3시까지 깨어 있으면서 치운 거잖아요. 그러니까 어떻게 보면은 3시까지 깨어 있던 거는 그냥 소요된 시간인 거지 수단이 아닌 거예요. 단순히 그 행위를 하면서 발생한 소요 시간일 뿐이지 그거를 하기 위한 수단이 아니라는 거예요. 무슨 얘기인지 알겠죠? Okay? I was up until 3 in order to clean up the mess라고 생각해 보시면 조금 이해가 될 수도 있어요. 그러기 위해서 3시까지 깨어있던 게 아니죠. 그걸 하느라 그거를 하느라 3시까지 깨어있던 거죠. Alright? Anyway. 무슨 얘기하고 있었지? Anyway, yeah, okay. So imagine my surprise when I walked into that, huh? It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. 좋은 예문이다. 좋은 예문이다. 그쵸? 보세요. 라이브 스트림을 조인하기 위해서 라이브 스트림에 참여를 하기 위해서 언제까지 기다리는 거는 수단이라고 볼 수가 있죠. 그쵸? Okay. Anyway. 어쨌든 이렇게 열심히 설명했는데 쓰여지는 I mean that's 사실 그게 좋긴 해요. 그게 가장 제가 권하는 거긴 해요. 왜냐면 아무리 설명을 이해하더라도 그건 어디까지나 설명을 이해한 것뿐이지 결국에는 외우는 게 맞거든요. So that's actually smart. 하프모님이 얘기하 it's that smart actually. 설명 너무 좋아하지 마세요. 설명 너무 좋아하면 안 돼요. 이게 설명만 듣다 그 영어 인생이 끝날 수가 있어요. 근데 진짜 I'm not even kidding. It's not an exaggeration. 과장이 아니에요. 진짜 설명만 듣다 영어 인생이 끝날 수가 있어요. Okay? So imagine my surprise when I walked into that. 처음부터 다시 해볼까요? Let's get back into this dialogue. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch! A cat did that? Oh, that's right. You're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Not getting along, huh? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. But besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Oh. So what happens when you're not home? Here. This was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? Looks like a hurricane tore through it. You know I have OCD, right? How could I not? Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. 언제까지 데리고 있어야 하지? 그 이름이 뭐였더라? until를 뒤로 빼세요. until를 뒤로 빼세요. 그게 보통은 그게 더 자연스러워요. 맨 앞에 있어도 되고 그게 뭐 틀린 건 아니지만 뒤에 있는 게 좀 더 자연스러워요. When do you have to foster it until 뭐 keep 그냥 keep이라고 하죠. When do you have to 잠깐만 이렇게 해볼까? When do you have to keep it until what was its name? 사실 여기에 그냥 his나 her 그냥 아무거나 넣어도 되긴 해요. 그냥 하나로 그냥 골라서. 근데 일단 그냥 it's라고 할게요. What was its name? 그런데 제가 권하는 거는요. 이걸로 이어갈 거기 때문에 뭐라고 질문하는 게 조금 더 여기서는 잘 이게 부드럽게 이어가냐면 how long이에요. How long. 그러면 이제 뒤에 until가 없어도 되죠. 왜냐면 얼마나 오래로 할 거니까. How long do you have to keep 이렇게 땡땡땡 하다가 what was his name? 무슨 얘기인지 알겠죠? So how long do you have to keep what was its name? 이렇게 할게요. Okay. So how long do you have to keep what was its name? 그 입양하는 사람을 뭐라고 하면 좋을까요? 입양하는 사람? adopter? 오케이. adopter라고 하죠. adopter. 입양하는 사람. adopt를 하는 사람. adopter. 오케이. adopter 를 찾을 때까지겠지 뭐 그러자고 이러는 거 아니겠어? 자, 오늘 여러분이 배운다고 하긴 좀 그렇고 경험을 할 것 중에 바로 이 부분 있죠. 이 부분을 굉장히 많이 의역해서 이제 저희가 볼 건데 막상 보면 저렇게 이거 물론 이거 지금 이 얘기도 영어를 평소에 많이 접하시는 분들에 한해서지만 이래서 영어를 진짜 많이 접해야 돼요. 왜냐면 실제 뭔가를 봤을 때 그게 그런 식의 활용이었어. 이렇게 이어져야 이게 팍팍 배우는 게 많아지는데 계속해서 처음 보는 거야 이러면 you're never gonna get anywhere, okay? Alright. 어쨌든 자, 뭐 이런 거겠지 뭐. 이거를 어떻게 표현하죠? 뭐 이런 거겠지 뭐. 이런 걸 어떻게 표현해요? 그쵸. I suppose나 I guess 정도면 돼요. Until I can find an adopter, I guess. Until I can find an adopter, I guess. 자, 이 부분을 물론 이것도 뭐 몇 가지의 방법이 있을 수는 있어요. 근데 이 표현을 꼭 보여드리고 싶었어요. Isn't that the whole idea? Isn't that the whole idea? Whoops. Isn't that the whole idea? 물론 whole idea 대신에 point라고 할 수도 있어요. Isn't that the point? 근데 그것보다 조금 더 뭐랄까 그쵸 뭐 비슷해요. 거의 비슷한데 여기서는 그냥 I prefer to say whole. Isn't that the whole idea? Until I can find an adopter가 빠졌네. Sorry. Until I can find an adopter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? Isn't that the whole idea? 그리고 제가 I really wish I could explain this expression, why this means that, but honestly I can't. I really can't. All I can do, and I'm probably not doing it very well in the first place, but all I can really do is just give you like the translation. Okay? And I honestly don't know how to explain this. Okay? So I'm just really hoping that you guys get it. 여러분이 그냥 이게 그냥 어느 정도 그냥 받아들여질 수 있는 정도였으면 좋겠다라는 바람을 할 뿐이에요. Just that's all I'm hoping. How long do you have to keep what was its name? Until I find an adopter, I guess. Isn't that the whole point? Oh, isn't that the whole idea? Yeah. Isn't that the whole idea? 그쵸, 이제 끝까지 생략 없이 얘기를 한다면 Isn't that the whole idea? I'm doing this. Isn't that the whole idea of, fostering a stray? Isn't that the whole idea of being a foster parent? 뭐 이렇게까지 내용을 뒤에까지 다 채울 수도 있지만 it's already very obvious and clear what B is doing, right? So isn't that the whole idea? Yeah. 그렇죠. 그러자고 이러는 거 아니겠어? 그렇죠? 그런 느낌으로 isn't that the whole idea? 일단 해석은 다행히 꽤 적절한 것 같아요. 뭐 그러자고 이러는 거 아니겠느냐? Isn't that the whole idea? Okay. Okay. Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. Whew. How long do you have to keep, what's its name? Till I can find an adopter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? 그리고 이름은 없어. 그러니까 이게 제가 아까도 얘기했지만 이렇게 연결이 돼야 돼요. 그러려면은 그러니까 무슨 얘기냐면 여러분이 뭐 강의 이것도 이제 일종의 강의긴 하지만 강의를 통해서나 뭐 책을 통해서나 뭐 누가 뭐 이렇게 알려줘서나 이렇게 이럴 때 이거 들어봤어. 그래서 이럴 때 이 말을 하는 거구나. 그게 일단 어느 정도는 익숙한 게 느껴져야 돼요. 그래서 그러면서 이제 연결되는 거. 그러려면은 평소에 영어를 진짜 많이 접해야 돼요. 그게 안 되잖아요. 그러면은 사실 제가 그냥 조금 극단적으로 얘기하자면 그 연결되는 게 없잖아요, 거의. 그러면은 영어를 배울 수가 없어요. 오케이? 너무 중요한 거예요. It's very, very important. until I can find an adopter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? Okay, 뭐 다 좋아요. 뭐 and it has no name. 저는 그냥 and no name. 그냥 이렇게 할래요. And no name. And no name. 그러면서 이렇게 얘기하고 도대체 내가 무슨 짓을 한 건지 자, 일단 여러분이 좀 도와줬으면 좋겠어요. 사실 제가 생각하고 있는 표현이 이걸로는 제대로 그게 뭐랄까 표현이 안 되거든요. 제가 생각하고 있는 영어가 나왔다. 오케이, 이거였어요. 그러니까 What have I got myself into? 맞나? 내가 그렇게 했나? 저는 약간 다르게 했네요. I don't know what I got myself into. 그래서 이거를 지금 이 말을 좀 직역에 가깝게 해석을 하자면은요. 내가 내 자신, 내 스스로를 어떤 일에 휘말리게 했는지 모르겠다거든요. 그래서 좀 일단 직역으로는 그건데 그렇죠. 무슨 뜻인지는 알겠죠. 그래서 의역을 어떻게 하면 좋을까요? I don't know what I got myself into. 그냥 내가 무슨 짓을 한 거야 이건가요? 보통 이 말을 쓰는 상황은 뭔지는 알겠죠. What I got myself into. 내가 내 자신을 어떤 상황에 처하게 만든 거예요. 내가 도대체 무슨 상황에 내 스스로를 넣어버린 거지? 지금 이런 얘기인 건데 내가 뭔 짓을 시작해서는 내가 무슨 상황에 날 갖다 놓은 거지? 그쵸? 이제 직역은 그런데 보통 한국어로 이거 어떻게 표현하는지 모르겠어요. 아니면 그냥 너무 영어스러운 표현인 건가? 해석이 잘 안 되는 건가? 내가 왜 그랬을까? 아무튼 뭐 정확한 해석은 없는 것 같아요. 이건 굉장히 영어스러운 표현인 것 같아요. 한국어로는 이렇게까지 얘기를 안 하는 것 같아요. 보통 내가 왜 그래가지고 약간 그냥 그런 얘기인데 그쵸. 느낌만 알면 돼요. 네, 느낌만. 근데 많이 쓰는 거예요. 많이 쓰는 거. 본인 스스로 어떤 상황을 초래? 어떤 상황을 응? 오케이? I don't know what I got myself into. 그쵸? 예, 맞아요. 그쵸? 어떤 일을 자초한 거. Anyway, 자초한 일에 대해서 스스로 막 후회를 표현할 때 I don't know what I got myself into. I don't know what I got myself into. 많이 올라왔네요.
You know, I have OCD, right? How could I not?
How could I not?
Here, this was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? It looks like a hurricane tore through it.
Okay.
Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. What happens when you're not home? Here, this was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes, that your living room? It looks like a hurricane tore through it. You know I have a CD, right? How could I not?
내 자신을 어떤 일에 끌어들이다. 아주 괜찮은 해석이 잘 맞을지는 모르겠는데 내가 왜 내 자신을 이 일에 끌어들였는지 약간 이런 건가? Anyway.
You know I have OCD, right? How could I not? Imagine my surprise when I walked into it. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess.
Very good.
Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess.
All right.
Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess.
All right. Very good.
How can I not? Then imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. And I was up until 3 a.m. cleaning up the mess. How long do you have to keep the... What was his name? Until I can find another actor, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea?
Isn't that the whole idea? Okay. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. Yep. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right, you're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Having trouble getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Oh, so what happens when you're not home? Here, this was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? Looks like a hurricane tore through it. You know I have OCD, right? How could I not? Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. How long do you have to keep, what's its name? Until I can find an adopter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? And, no name. I don't know what I got myself into. Okay. Alright. 거의 끝났어요. 그 다음에 A가 그래서 그 입양자라고 하네. 입양인? 입양할 사람은 adopters를 어떻게 찾고 있느냐? 그냥 인터넷으로 찾고 있느냐? 뭐 이런 질문을 해요. Do I look tired? I'm hungry, actually. I'm hungry. 그쵸? How are you looking for adopters? So, how are you looking for adopters? Just online? 이 정도, 뭐 이건 어려운 거 없죠? 간단한 거예요. Just online. 그냥 맥락을 위해서 여기서 크게 배울 건 없고요. How are you looking for adopters? Just online? 뭐 그렇지 뭐. 그렇지 뭐. 그렇지 뭐. Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much. 근데 그거에 대해서도 할 얘기가 있는 거예요. 그렇지 뭐. 근데 그것도 보통 일이 아니더라. 근데 그것도 보통 일이 아니더라. 잠깐만. 그것만 해도. 근데 그것만 해도 보통 일이 아니더라. 그쵸? 뭐 표현할 수 있는 방법은 많은데요. 표현할 수 있는 방법은 많은데 그 한국어도 어렵다, 쉽지 않다 이렇게 그냥 바로 직설적으로 얘기할 수 있는 거를 우리도 보통이 아니다라고 뭔가 약간 좀 애매하게 표현을 충분히 하기도 한다라는 거, 그걸 좀 알았으면 좋겠어요. 오케이? 그래서 영어에서도 그런 식으로 얘기를 하는 경우가 많이 있어요. 그래서 이거 같은 경우는 제가 느끼기에는 이거랑 굉장히 비슷한 식의 표현 방식은 뭐냐. 자, 그것만 해도, 그것만 놓고 봐도 혹시 떠오르는 표현이 있으신가요? as it is라고 과장님이 하셨는데 그것도 괜찮고요. 저희가 예전에 배웠던 표현, 책에도 나와 있는 표현, 그쵸? alone도 좋고요. in and of itself 이것도 있고요. 그것도 복습 차원에서 쓰죠. 복습 차원에서. 오케이. pretty much 어떻게 이어갈까요? 어떻게 말을 이어가면 좋을까요? pretty much 했는데 pretty much which로 해볼까요? pretty much which. 자, 이제 보통이 아니다라는 얘기를 할 거예요. is a whole thing. which is a whole thing in and of itself. It turns out. Pretty much, which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. 왜 a whole thing이냐? 이거는 약간 설명을 왠지 적어도 시도는 해볼 수 있을 것 같아요. 왜 whole thing이냐? 그게 그것만 해도 뭔가 이만큼의 뭔가가 있기 때문이에요. 그냥 어떤 단순한 일이 아니라는 거예요. 그것만 해도 뭔가 이제 복잡한 일이 이만큼이나 거기에 있다라는 거를 이렇게 whole thing. 그것만 해도 어떤 완전한 어떤 그런 거다. Okay? So how are you looking for adopters? Just online? Pretty much. Which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Okay? 그쵸? 어떤 그것만 해도 어떤 전체라고 할 수 있는 뭔가가 이렇게 많이 들어있는 거예요. Which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. 그러면서 이제 그 이유를 얘기를 할 거예요. Keeping the posts updated, screening callers. 무슨 말이죠? Keeping the posts updated, screening callers. 무슨 말일까요? So how are you looking for adopters? Just online? Pretty much. Which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Keeping the posts updated, screening callers. 일단 그 게시물 어쨌든 온라인 상으로 그걸 찾고 있다면 어쨌든 내가 뭔가 게시물을 했을 거 아니에요. 그 게시물을 계속해서 업데이트하고, 그렇죠? Keeping the posts updated, screening callers. 그렇죠? 그 이제 전화 오는 사람도 이제 가려서 받아야 되는 거죠. 오케이. Pretty much, which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Keeping the posts updated, screening callers. 전화 많이 와? 전화는 많이 와? 전화는 많이 오는 편이야? 뭐 이건 쉽죠? 뭐 이건 그냥 맥락을 위해서 넣는 거죠. 그렇죠? Are you getting a lot of calls? 뭐 꼭 뭐 현재 진행형으로 할 필요는 없고요. 뭐 그렇게 해도 되지만, 그냥 그렇죠? Do you get many calls? Are you getting many calls? 좋아요. Are you getting many calls? Do you get many calls? 전화는 많이 와. 근데 말했듯이 그 거르는 작업을 해야 돼. 상대가 미친 변태가 아닌지 알 수 없잖아. 변태가 없잖아. 자, 여기서도 whole를 한 번 더 할게요. 그 거르는 작업만 해도 뭔가 그 이만큼의 어떤 과정을 거쳐야 된다라는 거를 약간 부풀려서 얘기를 하기 위해서. 오케이? 그래서 그냥 지금 이 한글은 그냥 참고만 하세요. 이런 맥락으로 얘기를 하는 거구나. Yeah, I get many calls. But it's like I said. 이런 것도 정말 중요해요. But it's like I said. 이런 말도 할 수 있어야 돼요. 이거 정말 중요한 표현이라고 할 수는 없지만 이런 말도 영어로 꼭 할 수 있어야 돼요. 이미 했던 얘기를 다시 한번 상기시켜주는 그런 얘기예요. But it's like I said. 근데 아까도 말했듯이 But it's like I said. I need to do the whole screening thing. But it's like I said, I need to do the whole screening thing. 이렇게 얘기를 함으로써 그 거르는 작업 자체도 이제 이만큼의 어떤 과정을 거쳐야 된다라는 거를 이렇게 부풀려서 얘기를 하는 거예요. I need to do the whole screening thing. Okay. Yeah, I get many calls, but it's like I said, I need to do the whole screening thing. 자, 여기서 저희가 예전에 배웠던 표현을 한번 복습을 해볼 거예요. 어떤 표현을 복습을 할 거냐? 혹시 나왔나요? 제가 무슨 표현을 지금 복습하고 싶은 건지 아시는 분 나왔나요? 표현? 다른 분들이 써주셨나? 그게 어떤 표현이었냐면 내가 나한테 지식이 얼마나 부족한지를 부각시키는 표현이에요. 나는 아는 게 너무 없으니까 상대가 이렇다 하더라도 내가 알 수 있는 방법이 없지 않느냐. 이런 맥락에서 쓰는 표현이 있어요. 내 지식이 얼만큼 부족한지를 부각시키는 표현이 있어요. 그쵸, 정크리스님. For all I know. For all I know. For all I know. For all I know. 그래서 일단 한국어를 일단 살려놓고 It could be some sick lunatic이라고 할게요. It could be some sick lunatic. 자, 상대가라는 말을 어떻게 하면 좋을까요? 이게 calls를 통해서 소통을 하는 방식을 지금 얘기한 거라는 것을 기억하시고요. 이 calls라는 소통 방식에 대해서 얘기를 하는 한 상대라는 말을 어떻게 할까요? Opponent, no. Remember, you're on the phone. 그쵸? The other end. 앞에 전치사 뭐예요? 써버렸다. 뭐 봤어? 봤냐? Damn it. 오케이. 써버렸어. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. On the other end for all I know. Okay. Yeah. On the other end. 이라는 것은 보통 전화로 이제 소통을 한다라는 그런 상황에서 상대에 대해서는 이렇게 보통 일컬어요. Okay. 이렇게 보통 말해요. On the other end. Okay. So it could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. 이라는 것은 상대가 미친 변태여도 뭐 난 알 수 있는 방법이 없다라는 거예요. 그만큼 내가 지식 부족하다. Okay. So yeah, I get many calls, but it's like I said, I need to do the whole screening thing. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. Okay. 마지막이에요. 마지막. Right. 자, 여기서 그냥 바로 보여드릴게요. Man. Sounds like you're really in over your head. Right. Man, sounds like you're really in over your head. Sounds like you're really in over your head. No, I don't think you're the only one. I'm probably like moving around a lot today. And so 직역으로, 그러니까 그 사실 무슨 의미인지만 알면 되잖아요. 정확한 해석이 뭔지는 모르더라도. So if you're in over your head, you are in a situation where you lack the ability to solve whatever problem it is that's in front of you. Okay? 그러니까 감당할 수 없는 상황에 있는 거를 보통 이렇게 많이 얘기를 해요. Someone is in over their head means 감당하기 어려운 상황. Okay? So, right. Man. Sounds like you're really in over your head. Do you get many calls? Are you getting many calls? Yeah, I get many calls, but it's like I said, I need to do the whole screening thing, you know? It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. Right. Man. Sounds like you're really in over your head. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Huh? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right, you're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought, I'll say that much. Not getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Oh, so what happens when you're not home? Here, this was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? Looks like a hurricane tore through it. You know I have OCD, right? How could I not? Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. So how long do you have to keep, what was its name? Until I can find an adopter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? And, and no name. I don't know what I got myself into. So, how are you looking for adopters? Just online? Pretty much. Which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Keeping the posts updated, screening callers. Do you get many calls? Yeah, I get many calls, but it's like I said, I need to do the whole screening thing. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. Right. Oh man, sounds like you're really in over your head. 지금 과자님이 하시는 것처럼요. 보고 들으면서 가장 뭔가 인상 깊게 느껴지는, 가장 그냥 뭐 이유는 없어요. 뭐 좋아서 나빠서도 아니에요. 그냥 왠지 그냥 부분적으로 그냥 가장 인상 깊게 느껴지는 그런 어휘가 됐든 표현이 됐든 문장이 됐든 이런 거를 계속 반복하는 거. 입으로도 얘기를 하고 써보기도 하고 이런 거를 많이 할수록 좋아요. Okay. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Oh, this. That would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? All right, you're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Not getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home. Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Oh, so what happens when you're not home? Here, this was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? Looks like a hurricane tore through it. You know I have OCD, right? How could I not? Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. How long do you have to keep, what was its name? Until I can find an adopter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? Oh, and, no name. Ugh, I don't know what I got myself into. So, how are you looking for adopters? Just online? Pretty much. Which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Keeping the posts updated, screening callers. Do you get many calls? Yeah, I get many calls, but it's like I said, I need to do the whole screening thing. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. Right. Man, sounds like you're really in over your head. It's like I said. I need to do the whole screening thing. Could be it could be something for all I, yeah, it could be this, and this for all I know. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. It sounds like you're really in over your head. That would be the work of a cat. Sounds like you're really in over your head. call이란 발음 은근 너무 어려워요. 네, 어려워요. 왜냐면 확실한 발음이 아니기 때문에 call, L를 뭐 하는 것 같기도 하면서 안 하는 것 같기도 하고, 그죠? 그래서 많이 들어봐야 돼요.
How long do you have to keep? What was its name? Until I can find an adapter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? Oh, and the name? I don't know what I got myself into.
So, how are you looking for adopters? Just online? Pretty much, which is the whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Keeping the post updated, screening colors.
그쵸, 이것도 중요하죠. It nearly gave me something. It nearly gave me a heart attack. It nearly gave me a stroke. And other things. Imagine 내가 얼마나 놀랐는지 상상이 가니? 이런 뜻이. 그쵸? 그런 거죠. 예. 와, 내가 얼마나 놀랬겠어. 상상이 가니? 예. Imagine my surprise. 예.
Do you get many calls? Yeah, I get many calls. But it's like I said, I need to do the whole screening thing. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end, for all I know. Right, man? It sounds like you were really in over your head.
Okay.
until I can find an adapter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? Oh, and no name, actually. I don't know what I got myself into. So, how are you looking for adapters just online? Pretty much, which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Keeping the posts updated, screening callers, and do you get many calls? Yeah, I get many calls, but it's like I just said, I need to do the whole screening thing, because it could be some sick lunatic on the other end, for all I know.
Yeah, sounds good.
So, how are you looking for adapters? Just online? Pretty much, which is the whole thing in and of itself. It turns out keeping the post-its updated, screening colors.
잠시만요. So pretty much, which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. it turns out은 이 뒤에 나오는 얘기 이렇게 붙어 있는 게 아니라 여기서부터 여기까지예요. 그러니까 왜 그 영어를 주로 강의를 통해서만 배우다 보면은 항상 뭔가 잘 정리된 어순이나 이런 게 잘 정리된 채로 이렇게 그 잘 정리된 그런 문장들에 익숙하기 때문에 it turns out가 반드시 앞에 있어야만 할 것 같은 느낌이 분명히 드실 거예요. Assuming that you're familiar with this expression in the first place, right? 그런데 실제로 외국인들이 얘기하는 걸 많이 듣다 보면은 이렇게 뒤에 붙이는 경우도 정말 많아요. Okay? So, pretty much, which is a whole thing in of itself, it turns out. 이렇게. 그런 다음에 keeping the posts updated, screen colors, 무슨 얘기인지 알겠죠? Okay? So, pretty much, which is a whole thing in of itself, it turns out. Keeping the posts updated, screening colors, 계속 이어서요.
Do you get many calls? Are you getting many calls? Yeah, I get many calls, but it's like I said, I need to do the whole screen thing. It could be some lunatic on the other end for all I know. Right.
자, it could be. 이것도 마찬가지야. 아까 that would be 발음에 대해서 얘기했죠. That would be. 이것도 마찬가지예요. It could be. it에서 t 묵음, could에서 d 묵음. 가능하면 묵음을 처리하는 게 좋아요. 그래서 it could be. It could be. It could be. It could be. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. Okay? 그쵸? I guess가 뒤에 나오는 것처럼요. I think가 뒤에 나오는 경우도 많고요. Alright? 이래서 다시 강조하지만 영어가 실제로 쓰이는 거를 많이 접해야 돼요. 영어를 그냥 많이 접해야 돼요. 강의 말고요. 강의는 뭐 개인적으로 뭐 다른 거 볼 거 다 보다가 그냥 개인적으로 참고적으로 마치 축구 선수가 연습 경기가 가장 종합적으로 많은 도움이 되겠지만 그러면서도 개인기 연습을 하듯이 오케이? 뭐 그런 것처럼 강의를 좀 생각했으면 좋겠어요. Okay, alright. 그쵸? It feels like도 뒤에 많이 오죠. Of course. Yeah. 왜냐하면 우리가 한국어도 마찬가지지만 얘기를 하다 모든 말이 다 정리돼서 완벽한 문장으로 나오는 게 아니잖아요. 그렇죠? So when I got married, I had no idea what I was getting myself into. Why does that not sound like a good thing? If I had the chance to choose that, you know what? I don't want to finish the sentence. What? I choose to live single and stay unmarried for what? What? Okay, you're just making that up, right? You're not serious about that. You're just making that up. Of course. It's just an example, you guys. All right. 좋아하고 있는 남편이 하필이면 딱 와서 늦게 갑작스러워. Hey, it was great having you with us today again. We haven't seen you, and I mean, this is like, I feel like we missed you for several weeks. Oh, you're dead serious. Okay. Well, it is what it is, right? That's life. That is life. you know, when it comes to a lot of things, actually, we only get to choose once, right? We only get to do certain things just once in life, and that's life. That's what makes life beautiful, right? Although, I'm not gonna say that. Whoa, hey, is that a scar on your nose? Oh, that would be the work of a cat. Ouch, a cat did that? Oh, that's right, you're fostering a cat, aren't you? So, how's that going? Well, it's turning out to be harder than I thought. I'll say that much. Oh, having trouble getting along? Well, that's the thing. Things are okay when I'm home, right? Although I had no idea how much of a pain this whole nocturnal thing was going to be. Besides that, things are more or less fine. It's when I'm not home that's the problem. Oh, so what happens when you're not home? Here, this was yesterday when I got home after work. Yikes! Is that your living room? It looks like a hurricane tore through it. You know I have OCD, right? How could I not? Imagine my surprise when I walked into that. It nearly gave me a heart attack. I was up until 3 cleaning up the mess. Oh boy, how long do you have to keep, what was its name? Until I can find an adopter, I guess. Isn't that the whole idea? Oh, and, no name. Ugh, I don't know what I got myself into. So how are you looking for adopters? Just online? Pretty much. Which is a whole thing in and of itself, it turns out. Keeping the posts updated, screening callers. Do you get many calls? Yeah, I get many calls, but it's like I said, I need to do the whole screening thing. It could be some sick lunatic on the other end for all I know. Right. Man, sounds like you're really in over your head. Okay, that's it. Whew, that was pretty long. But there are a lot. I don't know if you guys noticed, but 잠깐만요. 강은찬님. I don't see that name very often. whole thing 할 때 whole thing이랑 whole thing 차이가 궁금하다고요? 그 발음의 차이요? 오케이. 그냥 보여드리는 것밖에 없는 것 같아요. whole thing, whole thing. whole thing, whole thing. whole thing, whole thing. Okay, so I don't know if you guys noticed, but there are so many expressions, sentences, just so many things in this dialogue that I really, really would like you to learn. There are so many in here. And so this was actually one of my favorite dialogues that I came up with. I think maybe I came up with this quite recently, actually. It was a couple weeks ago, maybe. And the reason is because there are so many things in here. Okay, so many things in here that mainly for higher, intermediate, and advanced learners, I think. It's definitely not for beginners. But there are so many things in here that is going to be very, very good exercise. Okay, so, all right. Okay, let's see.
Sweet like wine, got honey on her tongue. One hand on a bottle, she got one hand on a gun. She squeezed that trigger, you as good as done. I should be running from you, darling, now to kingdom come. Cause my mother told me as a child, boy, don't play around with fire, cause you
fall asleep or something.
I be falling on my lap for one of these bad girls. You bad girl.
Anyway, so okay, that's it. That's pretty much it today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and the great rest of your weekend. Although I'm gonna try to stream tomorrow as well for some odd reason. Anyway, so I'll see you guys real soon. Take care and stay safe. Be kind. And I hope I can see you guys again soon. Thank you, YG, for the housekeeping messages. Thank you very much. I have no idea. All right. See you guys.
But you do it so good.
Les oiseaux dans la chambre.